The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
I'm a big fish in a small pond, got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality, who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be, who I am is fine with me. It's who I am, it's who I am, who I am is fine with me.
User joined your channel.
3, 2, 1, blast off. Here we go, everybody. Hi, everybody. First of all, I want to thank Jim Bell from Armed Radio. He is our producer and engineer, and he gets us on the radio every week. And Paulie's hanging out with him tonight. So, hi, Paulie. We'd like to give a shout out to those guys. They're in New Hampshire from Armed Radio. So we are on Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com, Armed Radio Global, if you are streaming it on your computer. If you got your TuneIn app on your phone, just type in Armed Radio and our show will come up right now. 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m., of course, LA time. So if you're out there, let's see who's popped on already. Oh my goodness, my friend Ed Kutu, who's going to call in at 9:30. Hi, Eddie. He is at Blade Salon in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. Jay Rivera, our handsome friend Jay, is checked in. Chris DePiro, how can you not love Chris DePiro? We'd be lost without Chris. Hi, honey. Marie Sullivan-Baca and Janet Betta have joined us. Hi, Jay. Bobby Nelson has joined us. Okay, so tonight, I have such a fun show. I'm so excited about tonight's show. Eddie Kutu is going to be on. Yes, you are right. You're right, Marie Sullivan-Baca. Okay, so I have people calling in tonight. The last few weeks I haven't had anyone in the studio because, tell you the truth, I was telling Jimmy, I've been so overextended with a bunch of different work that I'm doing and projects, which is always great. But it's literally like crazy. I'm better off just having call-ins because I can't even handle all the stuff. So I'm trying to stay afloat, and it's so far my friends have been amazing, and Judy's been amazing, and my jobs have been amazing. So it's been great to have people that would not normally be able to get here because they're also crazy busy, but we can have people call in. So at 9:10, my friend Michael Rizzo is calling in. I'm so excited about this. And I'll tell you why when Michael Rizzo calls in, because this morning I get home from work really like crazy hours. I work nights, so I get home from work about 6 a.m. And I text Michael. I was like, I just was thinking about him so much. And when he calls in, I'll tell you why. And when I called him, he was in the hospital, literally. So, and he said, I'll do my best. So, I mean, can you imagine? So Michael's going to call in. And we'll talk about that. What I do want to say is tonight's show is dedicated to Thanksgiving. Now, everybody goes crazy with this Christmas stuff. The second Halloween is away and you put your face paint away for Halloween and candy, all the trees are coming up. And this drives me crazy. Nothing wrong with trees. I love Christmas, but I love Thanksgiving. It was my mother's favorite holiday. There's my mom right there. She used to dress as a pilgrim. She loved Thanksgiving. She made these outfits. And she cooked the best Thanksgiving meal. The Italian Thanksgivings are crazy because there's lasagna and meatballs and the turkey and all kinds of stuff. So I really miss Thanksgiving the way my mom used to do it. And then when I moved to New York, I took over and I started cooking for all my friends. And just we used to have these huge 20 people Thanksgivings. It was great. And I really miss those days. I really miss it. And the last few years, my mom passed away actually on Thanksgiving, 2009. And it just like a weird thing. Like I kind of haven't felt like cooking. I mean, I have over the years, but it's just kind of been like, eh. But I still love Thanksgiving so much. And I really want to. And when we were kids, we just used to love all the stuff we would do, like the football games, and it was such a big deal in high school, and a lot of my cousins played football and then later coached football, and so that was a big part of our Thanksgiving. And so I want to talk about that. That's why Ed Kutu's calling in. I thought of Ed this morning because he was a marching band guy, like a huge marching band guy. And so we all would like just follow Eddie to the fields all the time. And so I'm really, really excited about that. And then I have my friend Johnny Tamaro calling in. Johnny is the toy soldier at FAO Schwartz, and he also is going to be in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So I'm trying, here's my New York world, my Stoneham, Boston world, all my friends that I love, my mom. I really want this show to be that kind of a show where we just take a minute, because I've been running around so crazy. And like I said, it's all good stuff. I'm proud of everything I'm doing, but I'm like a little like as Judy said today, a hamster in a wheel. So I really tonight just want to take a minute and say that, let's just take a second and remember what Thanksgiving is about. It's giving thanks, and I want to focus on that tonight. Dom Giovanni has checked in. John Pandish. Hi, John Pandish. Hi, Dom. Margaret Curry has joined us. Yes, Chris, you are handsome too. Very handsome. And I was talking to my cousin Joanna over the weekend. She thought you were totally hot. So I'm just saying. Paul Bruno has joined us. Hi, Paulie. How are you? Frank Skillern has joined us. Robert Arroyo. Hi, Robert. How are you? Chip McGoldrich, the third from Miami. Robert is out, I think, in Jersey. Rory Taggart. He's in Canada. Wow, Rory. Rory, in Vancouver these days? I think you are. Tom's in New York. Oh, my goodness. Michael Rizzo is calling in. I believe so. Hello, Michael, is that you?
Hey, Maria, it's Michael.
Oh, my goodness. Everybody, this is my good friend, Michael Rizzo, EMT, first responder, wonderful friend. And, Michael, I know you had a really long day and a hard day, so I really appreciate you calling in, honey.
Oh, I'm happy to.
Now, I saw a post that you put on. This is why I wanted you to call in. I saw a post that you put on a few days ago about having your HEART, HEART, anniversary. And it's been, 3 years now?
It was 3 years on Sunday that I had a heart transplant.
Unbelievable. So
I'm very fortunate. I had the heart of a 46-year-old woman from Pennsylvania.
Unbelievable. And Michael, I also see lots of times that you post all these. First of all, I want to tell you something. You inspired me when I did my living will, which was a few months ago with my friend Tom Chu. It was the first time that someone asked me, "Do you want to be a donor?" And I didn't even hesitate, because all the other times I've always hesitated and said, you know what, maybe another time. But as soon as he asked me, I said, yes, please. And I got to tell you, it's because of you.
I appreciate that.
Because I see how much work that you do to get people to register and all that. So what is the organization, Michael, that if people want to donate, want to be an organ donor, they can contact?
The easiest thing would be to, when you're at your DMV office, you can always register. But if you can do it right now in the next 3 minutes on any smartphone, go to registerme.org.
Okay.
And you'll be registered in a matter of 2 minutes.
Registerme.org. I'm going to write that down. I think, Leo will pop on soon and he'll put that on. Okay, so I want people to remember that. Michael is the reason that I, too, have been an organ donor. And let me just get back on here. Hold on. Facebook just kicked us off for a second. But we're going to keep talking. We're on the radio. So, Michael, you had a long day today. You were at the hospital, and I'm sorry about that. But did things go better than expected, or...
Yes, they did go better than expected.
Okay.
As an organ recipient, no matter what the organ is, you go through a lot of constant checkups afterwards. And particularly with a heart, there's a lot of catheterizations that need to be taking place, especially the first couple of years. And you're reevaluated, your medications are reevaluated. Sometimes on a weekly basis, my dosages will change. I go in for a catheterization and I'll get biopsies. They'll take a few pieces of my heart and they send it out to the lab to see if I'm rejecting or not. So I've had zero rejection, but I've had some problems with different irregular heartbeats lately. And during my catheterization last week, they found a problem. And so today they had to give me another catheterization, and it turns out I do not need the pacemaker right now.
Oh, my God.
So that's great.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. I felt so bad. I was texting you this morning. I know you get up early. I get up early. So I'm going to bed. But So just to see if you wanted to be on the show, I didn't and you were in the hospital.
Maria, they were taking my phone out of my hands to wheel me into the catheterization lab. And they said, I got to go now, but I'll see if I can call in later.
I couldn't believe it. And you did. You called in. I mean, that's incredible. And I really appreciate you. So I just wanted to say thank you, Michael. I love you, and I'm so proud of you. I mean, you're just doing so well.
Thank you. Yeah, and I appreciate you asking me to call in, because, you know, at any given time in the U.S., there's 115,000 people waiting for an organ of some kind to be waiting on the transplant list, and every day 22 people die in the U.S. waiting for an organ.
Wow.
And it's really scary. And you know, New York, New Jersey, we're at the bottom of the list of the amount of people that are willing to be organ donors.
Really?
And yeah, you know, I think statistically, I looked up just quickly a few things. Of the 115,000 waiting, New York makes up 10% of that number, almost the highest of any state. And yet, I think New York is 49 out of 50 on the list of people registered to the organ donors. So
that's crazy. I wonder why that is. It's just
I don't know. And you know, nearly every single major religion and religions you may not even think of, they're all consider organ donation an act of honor. So you know, there shouldn't be a lot of things holding people back to become an organ donor.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, like with me, it was always like, next time. I mean, even I donate to so many different causes, but it's just a thing. And I got to tell you, it's because of you that I became an organ donor, and I just really want to thank you for that. You know, you really inspired me, and you're such a beautiful guy. And I mean, and you know, I love your first responder stories. Like, I've always been so touched by all of those stories, and I just appreciate you, and I love you, Michael, and I wanted to tell you that.
I love you too. Yeah, from the moment I walked into your bar on a rainy Tuesday night in 1998.
Yeah, we've been friends a long time.
Yeah, you tried hooking me up with some guy at the end of the bar.
And how did it go?
I got his card, but I never called him.
Good. Well, you ended up with Eddie, and we love Eddie.
And he's there in the background.
Dr. Eddie Hahn, we love Dr. Eddie, and he's just the sweetest guy, and I was in contact with him too, and he was giving me updates on you. So, Michael, I love you both, and good luck with your new puppy. You got a new puppy, right?
Yes, we do. With Shelby.
Shelby, she's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
And she's growing like a weed. Oh, my goodness.
I know, it's too big.
Okay, well, listen, just have a great holiday if I don't talk to you, and I love you both.
Love you too. Take care.
Okay, honey, and again, it's registerme.org, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to type that in. All right, thank you so much, Michael. Love you and Eddie, both of you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Wow, can you imagine? He was in the hospital literally when I called him about 12 hours ago. A little more than 12 hours ago. I mean, that's crazy. Just crazy. What people go through on a daily basis and still are able to do great things. And that, I got another caller calling in at 9:30, but that's what I want to talk to you guys and girls about. So first of all, we were booted off Facebook for a second here for some reason. So everybody's back on, and you're watching What's the Story with Maria. I know Leo, once he puts this stuff on YouTube, he'll splice everything together, so that'll be okay. So what I want to talk to everybody about tonight, because as I said, we go straight into Christmas for some reason, and we've been lately skipping, the last few years, skipping Thanksgiving, and it just drives me crazy, because I'm such a fan of Thanksgiving for all the right reasons. So I want to tell you about a great thing that we're doing. I'm going to actually type in registerme.org so that we can put that out there, and then that's how people can become organ donors, just getting on there. So after the show, that's the link for that. Look at that, how Donate a Life. How easy was that? And I just recently did it. I had my living will done because, speaking of, so one of my friends, my friend Lori Lawrence, who's just an amazing person, very giving, came to all our shows, supported us in every way you can imagine. And she unexpectedly just passed away one day. Had like a brain thing, and just, it was really out of the blue and really crazy. And she was just a great person. And she volunteered probably more than anybody I ever met. She volunteered for Big Brother, Big Sister. That was one of the organizations, and Special Olympics, and just so many incredible things she did every weekend. She was even a New Yorker of the Week on New York One, which is a big deal one year for Special Olympics. So I put together this little benefit for Lori, and it is this coming Friday, November 22nd. I'm going to be emceeing it. It's called Dear Lori Lawrence. It's at the Duplex Cabaret upstairs. You can get it on Purple Pass. Just go to the date, go to the Duplex calendar, and you'll see it the 22nd, which is Friday. And let me tell you the lineup for this show. We got so many great people. Susie Campanero has joined us, and she is going to be in the show. Cheryl Giuliani Rubenstein. Hi, Cheryl. You're checking in from LA. Belle Parker is in Wisconsin. Hi, beauty. Okay, so here's the lineup for a great show for Dear Lori Lawrence, which is this Friday. This Friday, the 22nd, at 7 p.m. at the Duplex. So, Michael Isaacs, John Bronston, Jay Rivera, Susie Campanero, Melissa Driscoll, Lauren Hope Crass, who happens to be Lori's niece, who's a comedian and singer, and, of course, Leo Rodriguez is going to join us. So we have a wonderful, incredible, loving bunch of people that loved Lori and knew Lori and are going to be singing and entertaining. And the money raised is going to go to the Big Brother, Big Sister organization, which was Lori's. She had many, many, many hours that she donated there and time. Just so much stuff that she did there. And they have started a scholarship fund in her name. The Lori Lawrence Scholarship Fund. So we're going to be, all the money that we raise for that is going to go to Lori Lawrence. So I'm very excited about that, and I wanted to talk about that. So, there's just a lot of good that you can do in the world. Like, do we miss our friend? Yeah, like, ridiculously. We miss her so much. What do you do about it? You can miss people, but how about if we just do something nice and keep that person's name alive? And keep that going. So that's what we're doing, and I'm very happy about that. Now, also, what I wanted to talk to you guys about, this is my phrase for the month. Gratitude is an attitude, okay? I know I drive people crazy with this gratitude thing, but I'm a big fan of gratitude. Gratitude is an attitude. I want you to say that to yourselves 3 times. Gratitude is an attitude, because it really is. It's not about what you have. It's not about the next thing you're getting. And listen, I like nice things just as much as anybody else. Trust me. I love money. I'm not someone that will say no to money. Why do you think I work a million jobs? But it really is about approaching life with a heart of gratitude. Because it's very, very easy to get caught up in things and forget where we are and what we have. And, I always say we're in the United States of America. I mean, we're luckier than most. If you're someone that, think about it. If you people, be grateful for everything. Like, one of the things that I've learned from my friends is to make gratitude lists. And what is that, a gratitude list? Name, what they tell you to do is name like 5 things every day you're grateful for. Or if you can't come up with 5, come up with 3. I usually come up with 10. Think about it. You could stop at any point in time and say something that you're grateful for. And it's not corny, it's not stupid. It actually grounds you right in your tracks. And people always say, there by the grace of God go I. And I love that. It's one of my favorite sayings. Also, this too shall pass. Good and bad. Sometimes you're riding high and you think, oh, I'm untouchable. And, just wherever you are, count your blessings. It's really the people in your life that make a difference. It's the way that you look at life that makes a difference. Pets. Think about if you can't find gratitude for your pet. So there's just a lot of great stuff that we can be grateful for. And one of the things I'm grateful for is my friends. I mean, that's like on the top of my list. My friends are amazing. And Michael, as we just talked to, Michael Rizzo called in, and his beautiful, beautiful partner in life, Ed Hahn, Dr. Eddie, who I love. They're just like amazing people. And, look, are some people dealt more difficult hands than others? Yeah. Let me tell you about my mom, okay? So my mom, which I think I get this great attitude from my mom. Look how cute she was. Oh, my God. So cute, right? So she had polio when she was a kid. Hi, Gia. Gia Raskowski's joined us. Hi, sweetheart. She had polio when she was a kid. It was during World War II. There was all kinds of destruction happening, so she couldn't get treated. My grandfather was at war. My grandmother and my mom and her sisters and brothers they burned down their houses. They had nothing. They ran around. They hid in churches. This is what these people did. And she developed, after the polio, she developed as an adult scoliosis. My mom was twisted. She had like a twisted back. She worked like a dog. She had a really difficult physical life, a very difficult physical life. And it was very hard to watch my mom suffer like that. But she didn't ever complain. I mean, sometimes she would say, I'm tired, But, or when we were kids and we would act up, she'd say, I'm going to walk into the forest and never come home. We're like, where are you going? What do you mean the forest? You're going to, like she would threaten to run away. I mean, because we were acting up. We were teenagers, my sister and I. And so that was fun. I mean, in hindsight, it's funny. It used to scare us when we were kids, but really, she didn't complain about a lot. She just kind of went to work, and she worked as long as she possibly could. And I always just remember that she was so grateful, and she loved Thanksgiving. Like, she just thought it was the greatest thing. So I really want to, like that's why I'm doing tonight's show, just to really remind everybody how important it is that you take the time. And, and every hometown has got their stuff, their great stuff. And one of the things that we're doing, that I do every year to celebrate Thanksgiving, is I work at the Duplex Mondays and Thursdays now, and the Monday before Thanksgiving, the day that I would work before Thanksgiving was close to Thanksgiving, was Monday, of course. So the Monday before Thanksgiving, maybe about, 20 years ago, 18 years ago, I was talking to someone, and I said, you know what I really miss? When you were a kid at school, around the holidays, you always got to color and make like all these fun little arts and crafts things, and the teacher would put them up on the board or put them up all around the classroom, and you would, for like a week, or in the hallways, you'd walk around and you'd see your artwork. As foolish as it seemed when you got older, I really loved that part of being a kid, and as I got older, I missed it. So I thought, you know what would be so fun if at the bar, because I'm a bartender and a singer, if at the bar I had let me just try it and see how it goes. An arts and crafts Monday before Thanksgiving. So now I think it's 18 years that we've done this. So this is Maria's annual Arts and Crafts Night Singer Spotlight at the Duplex. It's this Monday coming up, so a week from yesterday, November 25th, 2019. And I get there early, and I set up all my, I have all these cutouts and color things, and then I bring crayons, markers, glitter pens for the gays, of course, because if you're gay, you need a glitter pen. I mean, you know who I'm talking about. And just all kinds of fun stuff. And then I bring like snacks, and we have the best time. And of course, we have alcohol. So, you don't have to drink. I don't drink at all. But, people have some drinks, and they color, and they're so serious about it. It's hysterical. So we're going to be enjoying that Singer Spotlight this Monday, the 25th. So we get a lot of stuff going on. We got Lori's show dedicated to Lori Scholarship Fund, Lori Lawrence Scholarship Fund. That's on Friday, 7 p.m. Monday, we have Arts and Crafts Night. So this is just some of the things that I do to celebrate Christmas. Here I go. I just talked about skipping Thanksgiving. Celebrate Thanksgiving. So let me see some. I know Eddie's calling in at 9:30, so I want to check in with all our listeners. Since I've been talking, I missed everybody. Okay, and we got bumped off for some reason. E.K. Silva has joined us. Kia Nelson from Philly. Hi, Kia. And Kuchu is still there. Rena Berge. Yay, Rena Kunyali Berge from Massachusetts. That's my cousin. Leah Sutton, she is in Miami, I believe. Forrest Hedden. Hi, Forrest. I think you're still in New York. So welcome. Marie Sullivan Baca is in Massachusetts. Cheryl Giuliani's in LA. Susie Camp is in New York. John Pandish is in New York. Belle Parker, Wisconsin. Jay Rivera, New York. Kimberly Cetron, where are you tonight, Kimberly? Gia Raskowski is in Massachusetts. Kim Hodgson, I think she's still in New York. She's a great teacher. Kimberly, let me see. She loved the arts and crafts. Yes, how fun is that? And anybody can do it anywhere. And then we sing as well. Russell Carbone, that's my cousin from Jersey. Hi, Russell. That's on my dad's side. How are you, sweetheart? Nice to have you. Paul Unson, I think. Are you in Kentucky, Paul? My son is a high school senior, and his government teacher let them make those turkeys where you outline the hand. Yes, thank you. So we have tons of those, but we also have some very elaborate. People do go all out. Jeffrey Coldren. Hi, Jeffrey. We're just talking about arts and crafts before Thanksgiving at the Duplex. Jeffrey is in New York. So we do a lot of fun things. Hey, listen, there's so many things that we can do, just to go back and remember our childhoods in the best way, because there's so much good, Jean Simpson Dunn. Hi, Jean. She's in Illinois. I always want to say Indiana, but you're right on the border there, right? So, Jean, we're talking about arts and crafts. I'm doing my annual arts and crafts night this Monday at the Duplex. We all color, and people have drinks, and I bring snacks from Costco, and it's a blast, whatever. And then, okay, and Jean, also, since you're late, this is our slogan of the night: gratitude is an attitude. I'm giving you homework, kids. Mark Katzoff, Massachusetts, has joined us. Steve Collier, hi, honey. I'm challenging you, everybody. This week, every day, up until Thanksgiving, which I think is like 9 days, I want you to make a gratitude list. Try to do it in the morning. Wake up, write at least 3 things you're grateful for. You're going to feel so much better. Okay, I think this is my friend Ed Tutu. Eddie, is that you?
Hello, yes.
Oh my God, I didn't recognize your number because you're probably calling from the salon, right?
I did, yes.
How are you, honey? How's work? Busy, right?
It's really good. Super busy, but everything's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, well, good, honey. The reason I thought of you, I always think about you this time of year. Because
so funny.
I'm serious, it's crazy. It's like you pop into my head when the fall happens because of marching band. Eddie was a huge marching band guy, right, Eddie?
Oh God, I think I was the biggest marching band geek in Stoneham High School.
and well, I think you probably were, although there were a lot of you.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, so much fun. And we used to go to all the football games, and you would be there with the marching band, and my cousins and all our friends would be out on the field, and we had friends that were cheerleaders, and we were always on that football field. And you just don't hear about that as much anymore.
I know, those bleachers were full.
Those bleachers were full. Life in the bleachers.
Yeah, we had so much fun. It was such great times, great memories.
Right?
Yeah.
And Eddie, you were telling me about something else that happened. So we're from Stoneham. Eddie and I are from Stoneham, Massachusetts. Last week we had Jean E. Craigie call in. She's big in Stoneham there, like all the town stuff. But what were you telling me about today that goes on in Plymouth with Meg Gallagher's part of it?
Yeah, you were mentioning to me about how marching reminded you of Thanksgiving, and it just brought to mind this huge Thanksgiving celebration that goes on in Thanksgiving every year in Plymouth.
Oh, wow.
For 20 years.
And what do they do there, Eddie?
4-day festival. Well, the marching part of it is the parade. There are a bunch of alumni drum corps that march, adults that have gone back and they're marching in drum corps again. So they do a parade. And that night they have a concert at Memorial Hall where all of these corps and old-time marchers get together and perform. And it's quite an amazing Thanksgiving weekend, I got to tell you. So if anyone in Massachusetts was looking for something really fun to do and traditional on the holiday, I think it's called America's Hometown Thanksgiving Celebration.
Oh, I love it. And if people don't know, Massachusetts, Plymouth Rock is where the Pilgrims landed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the spot.
That's it. That was.
So there was some fun things that they mentioned about. You were talking a lot about gratitude, being grateful tonight, and the theme of the parade that they do every year is usually involves gratitude. So this year they're honoring the parade is honoring mainly veterans from World War II, celebrating the 75th anniversary of D-Day.
Wow.
So I thought that was really cool because there probably aren't too many of those veterans left.
No, there aren't. And actually, think about it. How old? A lot of them would be like almost 100, right?
Yeah, if you added 18 to 75, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean... not too many of those vets left.
No, so we have to be grateful. So I'm a big fan of all this stuff. Like, I love hometown stuff. I love anything that has to do with community building. And I'm very nostalgic by nature. I'm a big fan of nostalgia, you know.
Yeah, Maria, me too.
I know, honey. And so I just always think of you around this time. It just brings back a lot of really good memories, you know.
That's so funny. They do bring back good memories. Some of them a little difficult, though, I got to tell you.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
in high school.
Oh, no. Eddie, I'm with you, honey. I mean, I toured through high school, so I know. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah. But I got to tell you, the older I get, the less I remember those things, and the more I remember the good.
Oh, yeah. I totally remember all the good, too. Self-preservation, forget the bad stuff. But that helped us build character, right? When we were younger, facing those challenges.
Well, that's what it was. I mean, you know what I remember, Eddie, is that we stuck together.
Absolutely.
We really had each other, you know, and it really, I teach, so I sometimes look at these kids and like the bonds that they have with each other, and I think about us. Like, we were really, our group of friends, and, you know, Jean's out there and she knows, our group of friends was so tight. It was amazing.
And look at us all these years later. We haven't, we've been able to keep in touch. You don't hear that from people.
No, you don't.
Remain friends. Yeah, our theater and arts friends were the best. People really came together. It was like a surrogate family for me when I was growing up.
Oh, me too, honey. Me too. And, I came in a little late because we moved from another town. So I came in junior and senior year. And you were Nick Turco was my first friend. Yep, he was the first person that sat next to me in the lunchroom.
Nick, yeah.
He was such a good guy, man. Rest in peace, Nick Turco.
Oh, man, that guy could sing.
Oh, my God, one of the most beautiful voices you ever heard, right?
Yeah.
And we all would
I think of Nick, and I think of when we auditioned for Fiddler on the Roof. I know we've talked about that before, but I thought for sure they took that show to cast Nick. And then Nick was cast in the part that I auditioned for, Muddle, which was so funny.
The Taylor, right? The Muddle the Taylor, right?
Yeah.
And you and I, which I know I've said this on the show before, but this is a big deal. We were Tevye and Golda in our high school production. I mean, come on.
Oh gosh, we had good times.
We had such good times.
My favorite thing about Thanksgiving, though, is, Maria,
what, honey?
I loved how everybody came back for those football games. Because I hung out with a lot of older kids that graduated before me.
Right.
So Thanksgiving was wonderful. I got to reconnect with all of my friends that had left school, and those times were wonderful. Lots of good parties.
You're so right. So Thanksgiving, Eddie, thank you for reminding me that what Thanksgiving Day Parade was. I mean, not Thanksgiving Day Parade. Here, Johnny's calling in, and he's going to talk about that in New York. But Thanksgiving for us in our hometown, Stoneham played Reading. And we would go, sometimes it'd be in Stoneham. They would alternate every year. And you would get there early. We would get there early, get on those benches, those freezing cold. You remember, Massachusetts is cold. So when we would sit on those metal benches, sometimes, right, think about that. Sometimes you'd have like a blanket, sometimes you didn't. But what you went there for and what you enjoyed, and then our friends would be cheerleading, and it was so much fun. Other friends and cousins would be on the field. The marching band guys and girls would be out there. But what you did was you would run in on Thanksgiving. Everyone would come home.
Everybody came home.
And the first thing you did in the morning was you went to that game.
I know. That was my biggest memory about Thanksgiving growing up was the football game in Stoneham.
Absolutely. Me too, and I still think of it. That's what makes me think of you.
Oh, gosh, that's so sweet.
So anyway, I was like, if Eddie calls in, it's just going to make my day. So,
I'm so happy, Maria.
Thank you. So I just wanted to thank you, honey, and thank you for bringing back all those memories.
Oh, my pleasure. It's so nice to talk to you. I
You
hope
too,
you have
honey.
a beautiful Thanksgiving.
And you said that the Plymouth Rock celebration was, what was it called again?
It's America's Thanksgiving celebration.
All right, I'll look.
America's Hometown Thanksgiving celebration.
Okay.
I think you can go to www.usthanksgiving.com.
Okay, perfect.
And there's a lot going on over 4 days, mainly Saturday and Sunday before Thanksgiving. But
Yeah.
beautiful celebration.
I love it. All right, sweetheart. Well, listen, give your sister Janine a big hug from me. You know I love her.
I love you too. I will be sure to do that. I hope you have a beautiful Thanksgiving, Maria.
You too, honey. Anyway, I hope to see you soon, Eddie. And good luck with the salon. I know you're doing great there in the new location.
Thanks, honey. We're having a lot of fun, working hard, doing our thing. So
I know.
Thanks for the mentions and shout-outs. I really
Sure,
appreciate
you
it.
got it, baby. All right, well, have a wonderful holiday, honey, and thanks for calling in.
All right, you too. I love you, Maria.
Love you too, sweetheart.
Okay, take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, Eddie Kuchu, such a great high school buddy of mine. We had so much fun in high school. Meg Peg Gallagher has joined us. Meg, we were just talking, Eddie and I were talking about you this morning because he mentioned the Thanksgiving celebration at Plymouth Rock, and he said Meg Gallagher is really still very much involved with that. So if you want to post anything about that, Meg, please do. Okay, so let's scroll back. We got Johnny Tomorrow calling in a little while, but let's scroll back and see who we missed. So tonight's show, if you're just joining us, I am dedicating it to the Thanksgiving and the giving and the gratitude of Thanksgiving. Next week we have Stephen Daniello, chef, amazing chef, of course. Chef to the Stars is joining us. And he wanted to do a holiday thing. I was like, great, can you come the week of Thanksgiving? So he's coming in with his friend Tim Moss, who is a singer and comedian. So next week's going to be a great show. And he's bringing food, too. I can't wait. So, as a matter of fact, I think I'll do my food now for tonight. But I do want to acknowledge people that joined us. Michael Mackesy, the wonderful, fabulous Michael Mackesy. Michael, I think you're still doing Piano Bar Live, right? Are you still at Brandy's, honey? On Mondays, I believe so. Let me know yes or no if that is a go. And you can follow Piano Bar Live. That's a great thing. Jean Simpson, yeah, I know. Thanksgiving. Jean was a big part of our. She was older than us in high school, but she was a big part of our high school life. So gratitude for my life. I know, Jean. Me too. Well, you were always like that. Marina Gentili has joined us. Hi, Marina. She was my friend from Stoneham. Johnny Tomorrow, thank God, has joined us because he's going to call in soon. Robbie Nelson, Liz Goldenberg, hi Liz, Janet Betta from Connecticut. Meg has joined us. Katie Wallace, she's also from Stoneham. Katie, Eddie just called in. We're all friends. All right. I know I'm having flashbacks too, Gene. I'm sorry about your flashbacks because they probably have to do with me. And I was hell on wheels, and Gene was very patient with me. So I apologize. Leo Rivas has joined us. Leo, we have missed you. You made it. Yes, thank God you made it. Let me take a sip of my water, and then I'm going to talk about my food. Oh, delicious water. Okay, so Johnny Tomorrow is calling in a few minutes. In the meantime, we've gotten to a section of our show called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. What better time to say go ahead, keep eating than Thanksgiving, right? So that's coming up, and I've been so good saving my calories and saving my carbs, really, because I'm still on the keto and I can do calories but the carbs. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday of them all. And I love Christmas. I love all of them, but there's something about, hi, Brian Johnson. He's also from Stoneham. I cannot wait for Thanksgiving. So just Judy, me, and Christina are going to have a delicious meal, and I'm really looking forward to that. And then I'm going to be working at the duplex that night, because I always work Thursdays. Oh, Eddie, thank you. Eddie Kutu has posted USThanksgiving.com. Okay, so that's the Plymouth Rock thing. Tony Garcia has joined us. So if you're in Massachusetts, and even if you're not in Massachusetts this Thanksgiving, but you're there over the summer, anytime you're in Massachusetts, one of the really fun things to do is to go to Plymouth Plantation. Plymouth Rock. That's where the Plymouths land. The Pilgrims landed. That's where it started. I mean, you don't get any more pilgrimy than that. Okay, so what did I make for Go Ahead, Keep Eating? This is what I did. I don't know if you can see it with this light. I made a delicious, like a blackened chicken. And what I put in it was, of course, garlic. You have to start with garlic. Olive oil, garlic. I have to read it because I put, you know me, I call myself a kitchen sink chef because I throw so much stuff in my food. So there it is. It's like really crispy and delicious. Okay, so what did I put in this chicken? I put maple pepper. How delicious is that? Liz Goldenberg, you actually gave me that. Liz Goldenberg has given me 3/4 of my spices on my spice rack. Thank you, Liz. Maple pepper, sesame seeds, garlic, and then what I did was I smothered it with onions. And the onions, I cook them, red onions, I cook them in pomegranate vinegar, which caramelizes them. Pomegranates are really big in the fall in Massachusetts too, so I was going with that Massachusetts thing. So that's what I made there. So a delicious, look at that. And then I threw some parsley on that. Oh my God, I can't wait to eat that. Oh, guess what else I put on there? Secret ingredient, but not so secret because I'm telling you, cinnamon. Just a little bit of cinnamon. Just enough to make you go, what? What? All right. So anyway, it's delicious. Okay, for my salad, I have, oh, here it is. And of course, I have it in my little Red Sox thing that's my Ziana gave me because it's just me tonight. So this is what I made. In there is kale. Let me see. I have kale, figs, dried cranberries, and blue cheese. Oh, and walnuts. And I put a balsamic vinegar on there and extra virgin olive oil. That's in there. It's going to be so good. Oh my God, that is delicious. Look at that salad. That's that little salad for me. And what are we having for dessert? I got to tell you, I tried to take it out of the box because I bought one of those half pies and I broke it. But I'm still going to eat it. Apple pie. Apple pie, what's more American than apple pie and Thanksgiving? And although I like pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving. But I will get that next week. So delicious broken pumpkin pie. Who cares? And then if you want to put apple, some people like vanilla ice cream. Some people like cheese. I never was one of those people, but I'm not against it. I'm all for it. Throwing everything together. That's kind of my thing too. So that's what we're having tonight for Go Ahead, Keep Eating. And that's my gratitude is an attitude meal. I'm going to leave that right there so you can see that in the background. Gratitude is an attitude. So I want you to say that all week to yourselves. Okay? All right. Now, who's calling in now? My handsome friend, Johnny Tomorrow. Johnny, wherever you are, call in, buddy. Because Johnny Tomorrow, I was looking at Facebook this week, and he... Oh, there he is. Okay, so I'll have him say it. Johnny Tomorrow!
Hey!
What's going on, handsome devil?
How are you, Don?
Listen, first of all, I want to thank your wife, because I know that you... No, seriously. I know you just got home today, and you've been out all day doing all kinds of stuff and working hard and all that, and you... Literally, he texted me. He was getting on the train at 8:22, and then I said, "Oh my God, thank God you'll be able to call in." And I thought, his poor wife, he's going to get home, literally take off his jacket and be like, "I got to call Maria." And you know,
she's inside relaxing, so we're good. We're fine.
Did you at least kiss her on the cheek, Johnny?
Of course I did. Absolutely.
Now, didn't you guys just have an anniversary?
We did on November 10th. It was 18 years.
Wow. How does that feel?
It feels amazing, you know, when you marry the right person, and
that's what it is.
Really are, you know, you become one, and you like each other. That's the best part. We like each other. We like each other's stuff.
Well, Johnny, you're someone that, you're someone that is very, I was talking about gratitude and that. You're someone that very much is full of joy and lives life in my opinion, in the best possible way, because you literally, you're in your life every day, you're present, and you're enjoying all the beauty of it. Now, you're the toy soldier at FAO Schwartz right now, right?
Yes, one of them, yes.
One of them. Okay, and now what's happening? You told me about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. What's going on there?
So this will be, I just did the calculation, this will be my 9th parade.
Wow.
And the last 2 years, this will be the 3rd year that I am very honored and excited to be on Macy's Christmas tree float.
Wow.
Yeah, it's right before Santa's sleigh comes into Herald Square. And what they did was, 3 years ago, they auditioned Macy's employees from all over the country because, I don't know if you know this or not, I work for Macy's during the holiday season as well.
Oh, cool.
Yes. I work up on the 8th floor in Santa Land.
So you work are you a Santa?
Well, there's only one true Santa at Macy's. But I help them out from time to time.
Okay, all right. Oh, I love that. This is exciting.
Yes.
So when everybody out there is watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which you should watch, that puts you right in the mood. And Johnny tomorrow is going to be on the float right before Santa, right?
Yes, right before Santa. It's the Macy's and Delta employees Christmas tree float. And through the parade...
Go ahead. I was going to say, what are you going to be dressed as so we know?
It's a winter ensemble. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's probably going to be a nice winter hat, some gloves, and a winter sweater, but we don't know the design yet because it changes every year.
Yeah.
It's great because Macy's utilizes, their clothing department, so they costume us from clothes from the men's department and the ladies department, so it's a pretty cool collaboration with everything Macy's. And through the route, we sing a medley of Christmas songs, like over and over and over again. And then once we get to Herald Square, we debut a brand new Christmas song that the producer of the parade, and actually this year the producer and the conductor, Wesley Watley is the producer and Judith Carmen is the conductor, they wrote this new Christmas song.
Wow.
And we get to debut it in Herald Square on national television. And last year's Christmas song that he wrote was nominated for a Daytime Emmy.
No kidding.
So that was crazy. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's very, I'm always honored to be a part of it. And they keep calling me back.
Wow.
And it's great. It's really great.
Well, that's wonderful, honey. I'm so when I was putting together this, this Thanksgiving gratitude show, you popped in my head automatically. So I had my friend Eddie call in from, he's my hometown friend. He lives in Connecticut now, but we both went to the same high school in Massachusetts, and I always think of him. And so he was like my hometown connection. And when I saw your post, I'm like, Johnny is like the New York Thanksgiving guy. And I also want to thank you because everybody just rushes straight to Christmas, which I love, but so many people just skip over Thanksgiving, and I looked at your Facebook page, and you have a turkey and all kinds of Thanksgiving stuff.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it starts on Halloween, of course, and you get to watch, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Halloween is great, and then the pumpkins and the gourds and the corn.
Yeah.
But then Thanksgiving, you have to not pass over. You can't pass over Thanksgiving because I'm always thankful for everything in my life.
Yeah,
always.
Me too, honey.
And to be part of this parade that's America's parade. It's really America's parade.
It's America's parade. You're right.
It's been a thrill the last 9 years, and it's great. We start on Monday with a nice little reception, and then Tuesday from early morning until 10:30 at night, we're breakfast, we're rehearsing, we're lunch, we're rehearsing, we're dinner, we're rehearsing. Wednesday, the same thing, and then Thursday we wake up at 5 a.m., we get our uniforms, our costumes, we get on the bus, it takes us uptown, they load us on the tree,
wow.
And it's magical. It's magical.
It really is. That's really beautiful. All right, sweetheart. Well, I probably won't see you before the holidays because we work a lot.
Oh, you're a busy nut too, I know.
Yeah, I know, but that's one of the reasons I love you so much because I get what you do, and I get the way you are, and I respect it. So, yeah, and this is the time to season, But maybe we can get together, after all the crazy stuff, and, we can all, me, you, Chris DePiero, Susie, Lynn, and all just to hang out and have some dinner.
I would love that.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I would love that.
All right, honey. Well, love to your wife and your son, and also keep us posted as things get closer with the Wanderer, okay?
Yes. I will know 100. I will know 100% if anything is going to happen with that in January. Once they have, there's going to have to be auditions and offer letters and whatever. But as we get closer to that, and I know 100%, then I will let you know.
Okay, great, and we'll talk about that. You can come back on the show. All right?
Oh, perfect. I love it.
All right, sweetheart. Have a great holiday, and I'll talk to you soon.
Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to you. All right.
Same to you, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay, Johnny Tomorrow. So I was looking at Facebook, and this guy is just such a joyful person. I love it. And he reminds me of my family. Marisa, you would love Johnny Tomorrow. He's just so much like we are, But anyway, so when you're watching the parade, look out for Johnny. And I want to remind people that just came on a little while ago that we are, because I know Lee and all those guys, we are doing a benefit this Friday at the Duplex. Just a star-studded lineup here. What did I do with that lineup? I just moved it. So we're doing a benefit for our friend Lori Lawrence, who sadly passed away about a year and a half ago. And she used to volunteer for the Big Brothers Big Sisters in a big way, And so they've started a scholarship in her name. So it's going to be Michael Isaacs, John Bronson, Jay Rivera, Susie Campanero, Melissa Driscoll, Lauren Hope Crass, who is Lori's niece, and she's a comedian and singer, and of course Leo Rodriguez. And so that's this Friday. So get your tickets, or you can get them at the door as well. So there's a lot of good stuff happening. So Thanksgiving, I love it. What we used to do is, I don't know how the non-Italians do it. I mean, I guess I do. I've seen enough of those. And you guys have delicious food and a lot of vegetables and all kinds of things and pies. I love the pies. Man, I love pies. But the Italians, Thanksgiving is very different. So you would start off with a soup. And, oh no, I'm sorry. And I just heard your voice in my head, Marisa, saying, no, the antipasto. Am I right, Marisa? So, antipasto, soup, meatballs, and lasagna. And then sometimes there's a roast beef in there. Tiana used to make a roast beef on top of all that stuff. And then the turkey comes out with the mashed potatoes and green beans or whatever, some yams, the American yams, they'll throw those in there, cranberry sauce. And then we have salad. We have salad last. Julie Angelina has given me all these likes. Julie is from Australia and has her own show, The Real Drunk Housewives of Real Drunk Housewives, it's called, and it's a great show. Now, Julie, as Italians in Australia, do you guys have Thanksgiving? I don't know if you have it. I mean, it's an American holiday, right? See, I knew, Marisa, I'm telling you, did you write that before I even said your name? I knew it. So Julie's laughing because she knows. Julie, I wish you did live here. We'd have so much fun. She knows these Italians. I mean, we can eat. There's no shortage of things. Just keep coming. My American friends, I remember Sue Murray used to come to. I used to cook for a big group of people every year. Sue Murray was on that list, and she just used to crack up because she'd be like, "What the hell? I don't know what I'm going to do. How much more can I eat?" But she would eat. She would take a break, go watch some TV, to be some football on, and then she'd come back. And she'd eat again. Then you're always hungry afterwards. I love that about it. It's just one of the best holidays ever. And so Julie Angelina says, no, we don't have Thanksgiving in Australia. Yeah, because it's an American holiday. But, but you know all about the Italians and how much we eat. Joe Gulla, you forgot the finoke and the nuts. Oh, my God. Joe, you're so right. How could I forget? Now, Marisa just laughed her head off. I heard it. Maurice, I can hear you. You're right, the finoke and the nuts. So what is Finocchio? Finocchio is not Pinocchio. Finocchio with an F. It's also a euphemism for those who know what it is. So Finocchio is It's called anise. It's like, it looks like a bulb. It's a bulb, and it's just like you tear off pieces of it, and it's like, it tastes like celery, but it's licoricey. So that's what licorice actually comes from. So Marisa, right? How funny. So Finocchio is anise. Anisette comes from Finocchio's. Did you know that? And that is delicious. At the end of a meal, you eat that, and it cleans your palate. Plus, it gives you fresh breath. Did you know that? And the Italian guys usually have a nice little glass of ginger ale. That's just a little something. And then, at the end of all that, you're going to have an espresso. And then the desserts come out. But there's a lot of fruit. With Italians, it's mostly fruit. Yeah, we have fruit. And then the kids that, first generation, second, over the years, we started bringing pies. And why can't we have what the American kids have? We want pies. So now we have pies and all kinds. And Marisa, you cook, and Rena, Jesus. Rena and Marisa, and I think Marilyn has joined us there somewhere. I think I saw Marilyn. You guys cook like crazy, right? Mike Callahan has joined us. Hi, Mike Callahan. How are you? Long time no see. I got to get up to the New Leaf again. Lynn and I have been a little crazy busy, so, and they have too. The New Leaf, we were playing up there a lot. So we're going to get back up there, and I'll let you know Mike Callahan. He's married to my friend Tina Schiller. So, okay. Who's posted this about the happy holidays? Let me see who this might be. Kimberly, you're so sweet, and this came around on Facebook this week and has lots of good ideas for Thanksgiving as well. Thank you. Easy holiday apps from crab stuffed mushrooms to baked brie rolls. Thank you. I love all that. Now, again, I want to remind you, because we're coming to the end of our show. Jimmy, how much time we have, honey? A minute?
Get about 2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay, thank you.
You got about a minute.
A minute, okay. What am I grateful for? Jim Bell, I'm grateful for Jim Bell and Paulie out there in New Hampshire, Armed Radio. They're running the show tonight, and we want to thank them. We wouldn't be on the air if it wasn't for them. Now, if you see the first video that came on, that got cut off, and then we started a new video. So this is the second of 2 videos, but the first one was only about a minute. Or maybe 5 minutes. But anyway, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We are here every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. What's the Story with Maria? I am personally grateful for all of you. And, of course, Jim and Paul. And Joe Rocks. We love Joe Rocks, too. Have a happy Thanksgiving. God bless you.
To